When we want to change, there is often some baseline emotion that we live by most of the day. Something that we really need to change about ourselves, but often we don't see it because it's so normal for us to be like this. Some people might feel guilty all the time. I realized that I felt frustrated all the time. Even though I was at a Dr. Joe retreat 10 days and I meditate every day, I still, every time after meditation, I go back to the baseline of frustration. And then I wonder why I can't manifest the future that I want. And when I realize that I don't manifest the future, I'm more frustrated, and it's just a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like, frustration is always going to bring more frustration.
Every time you want to be spiritual and you think you're spiritual, go to your home for 2 weeks and you will see how you feel and how you act, and
Like, spend some time with your family.
or spend time with your family and you will know if you are very spiritual or not. But I wanted to say that I experienced a lot of frustrations and a lot of anger towards myself in the past few days. And it's not, my family is nice. They have nothing to do with it. It's just old personality, old wiring and firing in my brain. Just wanted to feel the same old way as I used to feel. And I actually wasn't even aware that I feel frustrated or angry or anything like it, because I was nice. I was working. I wasn't even aware of it. But every day I felt a little bit like shitty, you know?
You're just not satisfied with your efforts
Yeah,
every day.
I wasn't
You're like,
satisfied.
oh, I didn't do enough.
Yeah, I didn't do things which I wanted to do, like reading or, you know, things which I should have time for. But I was still cleaning and in a program because that's what I do. That's who I am in my family. I want to be a valuable member of the family, right? So that's what I do. I'm not in anybody's way with my stuff. Everything has to be fine. So I felt frustrated. And I didn't know about it. And I believe that we sometimes don't know that we feel certain emotions which are running us. And we just let them run because they are unchecked by us, unchecked by our willingness to, our observer, you know, somebody who is checking, hey, is it going to be in my future? Is this going to be in my future? And yesterday when Raphael wasn't very nice, again, complaining about weather, but look at that. It's beautiful weather, right?
We were now visiting the place where we spent the summer, and it's just a little bit higher than the rest where we are living now. And it's like in a different universe. It's snowy. It's beautiful.
You can hear the snow.
She's walking with the microphone for you on the ground.
Close to the ground for you. Because it's amazing sound, very calming, you know.
Yeah.
And when you speak, you are like in a studio. It's so soft. The sound is so soft.
Yeah.
But
anyways, I was complaining a lot, right?
Yeah, he was complaining since we got here, since we got in a Frankfurt airport, and he was complaining. And I was trying to be positive, you know. I have what I have. I am in somewhere where I am. I want to make the most out of it. I don't know. Women are like this, I guess. We are just trying to make the most out of what we get because it's sometimes worse and sometimes better, and we just go with the flow. But the amount of complaining I could take was just enough. And I shared with Raphael and something after I journaled about him, because when I journaled, I realized that he is actually not mad at me or at the weather or anything, but he's angry at himself and frustrated with himself. And that's what I was experiencing with myself too. Lately, I was frustrated. I didn't do reading, I didn't do exercise, I didn't do what I wanted me to do. And it is frustrating when you don't do things. And you know what's the reason why you do this? To be frustrated the next day. You know that you will not be able to make it, so you can be frustrated the next day. You reaffirm your past. You reaffirm your past you, so you don't have to change, because you are this way. You're frustrated and you're depressed and you are angry. But if you decide, hey, I have been feeling like this for 10 days straight, so I'm good at it. I'm good at frustration. I'm good at being a little angry at myself. So, do I want to feel today like this? And I asked Raphael, Do you really want to feel like this today? Or do you want to try something else? Because, why to live the same day and over again to feel the same emotions? What does it give to you? And does it bring you anything new into your life and anything positive?
And I'm working every day to change my life, to walk into my future. But I still have this feeling of frustration with me. And of course, when you feel frustrated with you, you'll be frustrated with others. If you're angry with you, you'll be angry with others. It's always just a reflection of your internal state. If you feel in love with life, if you love who you are, you will love others.
Mm-hmm. So I think and feel that this is what Dr. Joe Dispenza talks about when you actually change in your life. Okay, we can do 1 hour of meditation or 3 hours of meditations. They could go really well. And then you go back to your life. You go back to 3D, to the density. And then what? Then you react the same way. You are frustrated. You're angry at yourself that you didn't do something. Okay, what has changed? Okay, you have a tick. You can tick. Okay, I did my meditation. That's what Dr. Joe wants from us. He wants us to do meditations. But is it really...
And if I do it, then I'll eventually manifest my life.
Yeah, but it's not true. You have to live like this all the time, every single moment.
It's even more important than the meditation.
Yes.
Because that's where we go unconscious over and over again.
Yes.
And it's really something that is so unconscious for a lot of people. Like, I thought I do the meditations, I do the work, I am positive, whatever. But I didn't realize that I felt as a baseline just frustrated. And we need to look at it. What is our baseline emotion? What is the emotion we feel every day that doesn't make us feel good, that doesn't allow us to step into our future?
I think also when you feel frustrated, angry, everybody around you feels not comfortable with you. I didn't feel comfortable around you, and it was very hard for me to keep my energy up because it always drags everybody else down. So do it also for your loved ones, for your environment, for the colleagues at your work. People then will go to you and say, "Hey, what happened to you? You're different, Did you change your hair?" Or I don't know. They will not notice the change visually, but they will feel better with you, and that's what matters. Because why do you want to drag somebody else down with you? It's also you don't do it only for you, but when you change you will change everybody's life around you. And that's what Raphael did today.
So what we did today, or what we said yesterday, was like, okay, let's have a day without frustration. Let's just not be frustrated with anything. Whether we do something or we don't do something, we'll just not be frustrated. And I'm an observer today. I can see how my body wants to feel frustrated. I can see how my body is not satisfied with things I do. But I need to stay conscious of it and just let that emotion go, and decide to not live into it, to not allow it to be there. I see it and I stop it.
Mm-hmm. It's absolutely fine if you decide, hey, I feel like this every single day. I do the same thing every single day, and I'm already good at it. So how about I'll become good at something else? For example, feeling grateful, or for example, being happy just for no reason. Like make your smile like this, and your brain is already getting signals. I can't smile now because it's frozen. But your brain already gets signals and it will just start to produce your hormones and start to produce your chemicals, which you need to make better protein, younger protein for you,
Yeah, it's something we need to practice, something new, something different that we have been doing every single day.
Yeah, and if you think about this, if you would be at the end of your life in a very, very long time, like 300 years or 500 years, I don't know. And you will think about, oh, did I do this? Did I read this? Did it change my life? No, not that much as you change now and you decide to live with happiness instead of with frustration. Or, you will just feel better every day. And it doesn't matter. And then everything goes much smoother.
So practice, like first of all, look at the emotion that you feel every day, like the baseline, who you really are at the moment, and just decide that you will do something different tomorrow. For
Or
one day, it's gonna be really easy in the first few hours. Maybe the first day will be easy. Then it will be the challenge. Then it's when we actually start to change.
yeah. But you have decided that you change. So it might be a challenge, but your mind is just going to be a little bit more inventive, and it will try to serve to you that now you can feel angry or now you feel frustrated. But no, you just don't buy into it and just go with your own agenda, because your agenda is that what your mind has to listen to, right? So we are at the spot where our loony left her body. And there are mountains behind us, but you can't see anything because it's snowing a lot beautifully.
Yeah,
Like
it's
this.
really cool.
Beautiful snow everywhere. And we are going to do some fireplace time now to unfreeze us. But thank you for being with us, and we totally would love to hear about you and your transformation. And if this video helped you or if it inspired you in some way, we would love to know, because we are doing this just because we felt that we might be sharing these our path with you, so we actually you could benefit from it too.
Yeah, we can contribute in some way.
Because we would love to contribute to better life of other people. Yeah. And of us, of course, because if we feel good, you feel good too, or other people feel good. So have a beautiful day.
See you next time.